Well, hello, fellow champions. It's me, Johnny, the champion within, coming to you today with another video. You're not going to believe this crazy situation that I seem to find myself in. I've heard a few other carnivores talk about similar things to what I'm experiencing, but not in this level of detail. And I'm reaching out today trying to find out if you guys have any insight to this. But before I get into the subject, do me a favor. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up and a like, and share the video with your friends and family. Also, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. So let's get into this. So to give a little context, I ate terribly for basically 56 years. So I'm trying to undo 56 years of very, very unhealthy eating habits. For probably 40 years in a row, I would eat things like donuts, candy bars, apple fritters, bear claws, just any kind of cakey sweet every single day. Hamburgers, French fries cooked in seed oil, tater tots at the local Sonic. I mean, this was the norm 4, 5, 6 times a day, every day for over 40 years. So the reason I'm saying all this, giving you context to understand that my satiety signals and hunger signals, which are a result of 2 hormones in our body, ghrelin and leptin. Well, the standard American diet and all the ultra processed foods that we consume completely obliterate that system of hunger and satiety because it messes with those 2 hormones. So I'm not certain what it feels like to be hungry. I also, for the vast majority of my entire time on Earth, I've never really felt full. I could eat and eat and eat, literally throw up, wash my mouth out, and just continue eating. I've done it. Whatever signal that goes to your brain that says, okay, idiot, stop eating, you're full. Because my diet was so high in ultra processed foods, that system is maybe irreconcilable, if you will. It's just broken. So even doing the carnivore diet, which I've been on for 130 days now. Well, I think today's day 129 or 130 for me doing carnivore. And I've been really, really strict with the exception of a few slip-ups, which I've documented here on my channel. But I don't know when I'm hungry. The only time I know that I need to eat is when I have a sudden drop in my energy level. I feel really weak. So that's my body's way of signaling to me that I need to eat something. And I don't really know when I'm full. I know, as Dr. Berry says, when I'm eating a steak or a burger patty or something along those lines, and it stops tasting good, and you chew and chew and chew, and you really having a hard time swallowing that last bite. Okay, I guess you're full. The problem is, the way I ate before, I could literally eat 3 dozen Krispy Kreme donuts in one sitting. And I know this because I've done it. So I find myself, the last 8 days I've been fighting this cold or flu or whatever's going on. And I know that your body probably burns more calories and uses more energy when it's trying to fight off an illness or an infection. It just makes sense, right? Your body's having to rally the troops to fight off whatever's going on. And I feel a good bit better, but I'm still not 100% well. But for the last 4 or 5 days, I just seem to eat and eat and eat. And with 1 or 2 exceptions, it's been carnivore food. I just can't seem to find the point where nothing tastes good anymore. For example, this morning, you'll see in the thumbnail the empty plate. I ate a pound of bacon and 8 eggs. And it was delicious. I loved it. I was salivating as I was fixing it. I couldn't wait to have it ready so I could sit down and eat. I also had a cup of coffee with a tablespoon of butter in it. And upon completion of eating, I still really kind of wanted some more. That's the most carnivore food I've eaten, I think, in one sitting. And I feel amazing. I feel wonderful. But I'm just wondering, am I starting to not know the signals for me to start eating and stop eating are so discombobulated, for lack of a better term, that I'm beginning to wonder, can I just continue to overeat on the carnivore diet? I've gone from the first 2 months of carnivore eating OMAD, or 1 meal a day. Then it was 2 meals a day. And here lately, I've been eating 3 and even 4 times a day, all carnivore. Maybe it's just a couple of boiled eggs and maybe a little bit of mustard. Still very carnivore friendly. But I'm wondering, my weight loss has stalled, obviously. I haven't gained any weight, but I've stopped losing weight. I just feel the need to eat, and maybe that's hunger, and I'm just now relearning what that feels like. And I know this sounds out there strange, but this is just what I'm experiencing. I don't want to go back to just eating all the time every day, even though it's carnivore food, something that's nutrient dense and healthy for your body, and put on a bunch of weight because I'm overeating even good food. So I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I know right now I feel amazing. I'm eating probably more food than I have as far as real food, not ultra processed garbage, than I have since I started the carnivore way of eating on July 1st of this year. I haven't really gained any weight, but I'm definitely eating more. My problem is I still have a BMI of like 32 or 33. I still have a lot of fat to lose. I'm not exercising as much now that the October step challenge is over. So I'm obviously not really focused on trying to win a competition. I am doing a 5K this coming Saturday. And I felt so sick the last 8 days that I really haven't done anything to prepare for that. So I hope it's not a complete abysmal failure. But anyway, I'm going to continue to eat carnivore. If I feel like I want to eat, I guess I will. Maybe I'll try a fast and see what that sensation feels like, do a 48-hour fast, and just see if I can recognize hunger versus weakness. Anyway, this is my own fault. This is of my own making. 40 plus years of just absolutely destroying my natural hunger and satiety signals through extremely ultra processed foods all day, every day, 7, 8, 9 times a day. And maybe my body will eventually get back to homeostasis, where it'll tell me, hey, this is what hunger feels like, and this is what satiety feels like. One quick update, and I know this is going to be maybe too much information, and maybe the two things are related. There for a while, once I got past the initial phase of the transition from the SAD diet to the carnivore diet, and I had diarrhea for about 2 weeks, I got to where I was only having 1 to 2 bowel movements a week. But I've had one every day for the last 5 days. And they've been normal, not hard, not soft, just not a lot of volume. But it's, maybe as my digestive system finally getting straightened out, as my liver finally getting straightened out, my pancreas, my large intestine, because it actually has not been bad. I didn't mind only having 1 or 2 bowel movements a week. It was actually kind of nice not to have to think about that, especially working the long hours I do at work. But it hadn't been bad having a bowel movement every morning like clockwork. That's not been bad either. I know a lot of the carnivores that I watch on YouTube say that eventually your bowels get straightened out and you start having kind of normal bowel movements. The big thing with the vegetarians and the vegans is that we'll never, we won't have enough fiber to have a bowel movement. We'll be all clogged up. And for a while that did seem true, even though I didn't mind only having a couple of bowel movements a week. Now that I'm pretty much having a normal, very small one every morning, it feels more normal. Anyway, I know I'm rambling now, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up and a like. Leave me your comment below and tell me what you think. Am I going through something that's healthy? Is my body finally beginning to normalize what nutrition intake looks like or should look like? Anyway, I'll continue to monitor the situation. One quick update. Brian Nowicki from Wick Goes Carnivore, Wikivore. I'm interviewing him tonight. I'll release that interview probably Wednesday. Yeah, so Wednesday morning I should get that interview out. Brian is a fantastic guy. He's a good friend of mine. He and I have really connected lately. He and Greg do the Thursday night NFL Carnivore show. I was privileged enough to be on that one time. We'd do it again if they asked me. But anyway, be on the lookout for that video with Wick Goes Carnivore, me interviewing him about something that we both have in common, which is atrial fibrillation. Brian has some fantastic news. I'll let him tell you about it during the interview, but he has some fantastic news involving his cardiologist, his medication regimen, and his overall health. So stay tuned for that interview. It'll come out Wednesday. I'm so excited to talk to Brian tonight. We've talked in person, not in person, but on YouTube a couple of times. It'd be cool to sit down with him one-on-one and do an interview tonight. So excited about that. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Leave me your thoughts, your comments. Is this normal? Is this a healthy thing? Am I going the wrong direction? Let me know what you think. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Champion Within, out of here.